Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, Eerie V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, as today another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Last time around, we finally came face to pseudo-face with Xanthier the Plagued one of the demon army's lead researchers, and we finally found out a bit more about these mysterious purple crystals, which are just all over the room we're currently standing in, but we cannot actually take any of them. It feels like a bit of a misstep, given that they have dropped a lot of clues that these things are important. But we do at least know that they are apparently called Nahindrian crystals. We know that they're actually crystallized demon lord blood. And we know that the storyteller, Arilu Vorlesh, and now Xanthier are all using them, or have used them, for experiments related to transferring planar energy from one place to another. In Xanthier's case, he's using them to create jacked-up super demons. Let's push on.
Speak with your actions, not your words.
That is not what I thought these buttons would open. So how do we get this one open then? I guess I really overcomplicated that. But it did get us some bonus loot, so I'm certainly not complaining. Let's see what we've got. Ravager of Dread. Magic Ring. +4 morale bonus versus Confusion and Fear. And +2 on savings throws and damage rolls if the wearer fails a save versus Confusion or Fear. Gotta say, I'm not sure how much use that would actually be, considering if you fail one of those savings throws, you're probably not in a great position to take advantage of that bonus damage. Oh, the central chamber. This should be interesting. Hear that noise? The Crusaders are already here. Let's go fend them off, or else this is the end of the Ivory Sanctum. Not so fast. The end of the Ivory Sanctum came a long time ago. Who are we going to defend it for? For Xanthier Vang and his idiot mages? For the defective demons they're breeding in the chambers that used to be ours? Fat chance. You're actually talking sense. Listen up, I know a safe place nearby. Let's hole up there, and when the Crusaders swat the Locust Lord, we'll come back here and put everything back the way it was before. Lady Jerabeth will take care of us. What are you all standing around for? Didn't you hear? We're under attack. The enemy's already here. Hurry up, get ready to mount a defense. Please don't tell me we're going to allow these pathetic demon worshippers to live. Good little crusaders should always take pains to clear up any rubbish. I mean, on the one hand, I would like to maintain our tentative alliance with Jerabeth. But on the other hand, we literally just listened to these guys say they were going to keep running the Sanctum after this is all said and done, which isn't really surprising, but it does verify there'll be a headache later down the line. And we did already wipe out that other group, so I mean, if Jerry's going to care about us slaughtering her followers, we've already stepped in it. Honestly, would Jerry even care? Ah, what the heck. Let's take him out. Minor ice damage on Kaz. Moderate bonk on Helpful. Colossus out. Nice.
Out of my sight!
And that's Colossus number 2, with a cultist chaser.
I will resist!
Labyrinth Minnow out. Nice. 2 casters down. And that's 3. Divine Caster out.
Retreat is not an option.
Prophet down. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's enough of that, I think. And we're pretty much done. Not bad, not bad. That was a 2-channel fight, thus continuing the trend of slightly escalating threat levels the further we get into this place. This legend tells how the cunning Baphomet deceived Asmodeus, the Prince of Hell. That'd be when he stole the Ivory Labyrinth. The statue of Baphomet towers formidably above his unholy symbol, a minotaur head. Streaks of dried sacrificial blood can be seen at the base of the stone. And that is probably my thumbnail.
I did it. It happens sometimes.
These legends tell of the love affairs of Baphomet, who ravished not only mortals and demons, but also the goddess Lamashtu herself. I'm not sure that's really something to brag about, but... I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, hey, more buttons. Okay. How do we tell which combinations go to which sets of buttons? Quarterstaff of the War Mage. +4 quarterstaff. That adds +2 DC to all spells cast by the wielder, as well as +4 versus spell resistance, and a +5 on UMD checks. Well, that is going right to Ember, of course. I mean, it's not even a contest. Oh, I guess we can really ditch that crossbow at this point, too. Actually, you know what? We'll drop the crossbow, but we'll keep the fireball staff. We'll just put that in our secondary slot. That way we'll have a couple of extra fireballs on tap when she's sucking fumes on spell slots. We'll ignore the buttons for now. Oh, so this takes us back out towards the exit. Okay. Wow, yeah, there's the 2 Minotaurs we killed on the way in. So if we had hooked a right instead of going left, we would have actually been channeled right into Xanthir like 5 minutes into this place. Oh, lesser maximize rod. I'll have to see if I can make room for that. Whoop. Okay. Sheer cannon fodder, but I'm sure there's something nastier further in. That's not too bad. Oh, Nabasu.
Kneel before me.
Nabasu go down pretty easy. It's just that level drain aura. That gets obnoxious quick.
Desna, guide my hand!
That's the Clavikai.
Make your peace.
Ooh, Glabrizu. I mean, I guess the Glabrizu is actually not that big a deal. They look scary, but we've been taking those guys down since, like, level 8. There were a bunch of them in that Titan Shrine just outside Molten Scar. visibly intimidated. Yeah, that one went kind of backwards. That one wasn't really all that hard. Door. Bones gnawed by huge teeth and clumps of meat ripped by sharp claws lie scattered across the floor. Oh. Stone lips appear on the golem's unmoving face, and it loudly says, "Intruder detected! Hey dragon, where have you gone? You better fly back here and fight as Teacher Xanthir the Play—" Ow! The golem makes a noise like it has just been smacked upside the head. "As Teacher Xanthir Vang ordered, or else your eggs will be destroyed." So, Devora was linked to the cultists. I do see a certain resemblance between the metal heads of these intellectually advanced creations and the metal heads of many of our noble paladins and crusaders. In unison, the golems swing their fists above the eggs on the ground. So that's why the fight here was so easy. Because if we hadn't already killed Devora, then Devora would be here. I mean, we did take her down relatively easily, but this time she would have had a bunch of mooks running interference. Wow, that would have actually made this the deadliest fight we'd run into so far. These are woundworm eggs, and they look like they'll soon hatch. Okay, hold on. Let's not do anything crazy here. Master not recognized. Say the password. The password? Greetings, Master. What is your command? The available commands are deactivation, destruction, eradication, and information. Information, please. I really want to know who programmed these things. We are Sentinel Golems, Hammer 4 models, created in the laboratory of the Ivory Sanctum by a group of talented mages, led by the great Xanthir Vang. The behavioral schematic for controlling the dragon, the magical mouth, and other additional charms were developed and cast by Zon Sabao, first of the students. The golems fall silent, but the magical mouth does not disappear. After half a minute's silence, the mouth speaks again. First of the students, did you hear that? More like first of the puffed-up peacocks. Zon is so lazy that not only does he dump his work on the others, he doesn't even check the work being done in his name. Teacher, if you're listening to this, make me, Yarick of Next, your first student, and feed Zon to the dragon. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I think we'll go with deactivate. Generally speaking, you wouldn't deactivate eggs. Deactivation command received. Executing. The golems slowly lower their hands and freeze like statues. Nice. And we are now the proud owners of 2 woundworm eggs. You can feel the heat radiating out from the thick shell of these large eggs. You don't need to be an expert in magical creatures to know that these are dragon eggs, most likely laid by the dragon you killed. Well then, clearly, the responsible thing to do here is to give these poor orphan drakes a new home, a new purpose. For we are heroes. The soldiers will bring the eggs to Dresden as soon as you deal with the demons in the Ivory Sanctum. There are sure to be ways to use the dragon eggs for the good of the crusade. Well, I certainly hope so. You can't just give an adventurer dragon eggs and then not give him dragons. Though I guess we could also sell them. That might actually be more worth our time. And we've got a shadowy exit. Plus this unexplored wing over here. Actually, let's hit the pause button real quick. The Clouder is looming. It's feeding time, and they've been very patient with me thus far, but it's only a matter of time before they descend upon me like the voracious beasts they are. That's right, I'm talking to you, Kaiser. We'll be right back. And as the prophecy foretold, we have returned. The Clouder has been satiated, and I have bought myself another day of life. Well, more like 12 hours. They've got to be fed twice a day. That said, we ultimately need to get over here. And given the map, I imagine that is where our shadowy passage leads. But of course, I am loath to leave this map before we finish exploring it, so onward, my friends. Adventure awaits. Where'd my notes go? Paper Muncher, you haven't seen them, have you? Come on, spit it out. My notebook's gone missing too. I had it this morning and all I found was the chewed up cover lying next to Paper Muncher's bedroll. Wait a minute. I couldn't let the enemy get its hands on the orders of the great Xanthir the Plagued One. I acted like a hero back at the Tower of Estrid. How can we hope to compete with that heroic feat? Chewing a whole wad of documents. Ha ha ha! As a reward, Xanthir the Plagued One is going to turn him into the bookworm that walks. Ha ha ha! Hey, who's there? Damn it, we haven't finished our research yet. Oh, is that what you were doing? Didn't really seem like it, but what do I know? Shadow Votary.
Cover me, all right?
I will resist.
Never mind. Yeah, this looks like another easy one. No real threats here. Oh ho! Mayhaps I have spoken too soon, is what I would say if I felt these guys were a threat. Ah, that would have been so much cooler if Darren had landed that banish.
Prepare yourself.
Hey, there you go. Actually drew some blood there. Not that it makes much difference in the long run, of course. But I do like to give them that fleeting glimpse of hope before we snatch it back.
Out of my sight!
Alright, let's go have a chat with our bookworm, shall we? One of the cultists, a half-elf whose face has gone white with fear, seems familiar to you. In an anguished and yet apologetic voice, he says, "I suppose you won't believe me if I tell you I was just passing by? Why do all these troubles befall poor Telmer? Maybe you could let me go, and I will tell you what we were doing here? I have no desire to risk my life a second time to conceal Xanthir's secrets." I'm sorry, have we met before? The half-elf gives you an affronted look. How could you forget? We met in the Tower of Estrid. Instead of surrendering, I started eating the secret reports from Master Xanthir. Yes, I choked on the letter and almost died, but my motives were most heroic, you'll agree. I thought that I had so impressed you with my feat of valor that you decided to let me go. But now it turns out that you don't even remember me. The half-elf huffs, his expression like a sulky child's. You poor man. You were so desperate for your master's approval you almost died to get it? Why? People who care about you would never celebrate your death. I've realized that now. In recent weeks, I've gotten the distinct impression that Master Xanthir does not like his students very much. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. I watched him explosively eviscerate one. So what are you doing out here anyway? The cultist waves his hand, looking resigned. Xanthir the Plagued One ordered us to develop a new type of infectious disease, one that would strike down not only ordinary crusaders, but paladins as well. As you know, paladins are protected from all sorts of afflictions by the blessings of their patron deities. But that just makes the challenge even more interesting. We set to work at our cauldrons and started creating the most horrific toxins. Success was within reach, but then someone mixed up our cauldrons with the ones used for cooking. The other cultists tried the food with our unusual seasoning, and, well, we soon learned that the Ivory Sanctum is lacking in its latrine provision. Master Xanthir flew into a rage and ordered us, those still alive of course, to continue our experiments further away from the kitchen. The half-elf sighs at the injustice of it all. Wow, so I think it's safe to say that this whole cultist thing hasn't really gone the way you thought it would, huh? The half-elf nods sadly. You can say that again. When I was accepted into the cultists, I was promised power, might, and forbidden knowledge. And look where it's got me. Forced to look after some stinking infectious cauldrons. My hands are all covered with blisters now, and I'm still getting grief over eating those damned letters. Still picking bits out from between my teeth, too. They call me Paper Muncher, when all I did was faithfully serve the great Xanthir the Plagued One. Paying no heed to the dangers to myself, I tried to hide from the enemy, meaning you, the secret correspondence of my master. Speaking of, you'd make a feral pickpocket. If you got collared by a guard, you could just swallow the loot and then just blink at him all innocent-like. The more you can swallow, the tastier the take will be. Right. And there I thought that diplomas and knowledge of the magical sciences would make me a success in life. Where were you before, tiefling? Oh, I can't kill this guy. I like him too much. And I am genuinely curious if he'd pop up again. I would love to run into him off and on for the rest of the game. Just to hear about his increasingly disastrous exploits. I mean, let's be honest, based on what we've seen and heard thus far, he's done more damage to the cultists than he has to the Crusaders. We won't go so far as to tell him to reform, because I feel like if we did that, it would just end up turning his bad luck against us. But I do feel pretty good about just letting him go. That way I'm sure he'll find his way into some new hijinks. Alright, buddy. Your plight has moved me. You get a free pass. Just walk away. On the one hand, we should not allow an enemy's servant to live. On the other hand, the more specimens there are like this one in the enemy's ranks, the closer we are to victory. The half-elf breaks into ungrateful sobs. And go where? They nearly killed me last time when I was the only one of my troop to return. They tortured me. The cultist pushes his sleeves back and shows you the hideous red burns. If I appear before Xanthir the Plagued One and tell him I'm the only survivor again, he'll devour me. Literally. Where am I to go now? Sobbing and wiping his dripping nose on the back of his hand, the cultist turns and wanders away. Yeah, that's rough. But I wouldn't worry too much about the Xanthir thing. That's going to be a non-issue pretty shortly. Carefully arranged tools and materials for building magical objects. They have clearly not been sitting idle. Holy Flaming Orc Double Axe +4, and Barding of the Elder Beasts. +4 full Barding, which grants an additional +4 natural armor and +3 maneuver bonus against large or bigger enemies. Ooh, that's not bad at all. But we don't really have any animal companions who are suited for full Barding. So with Mythic Arcane, that would be 10 base, +1 dex. And Helpful is currently rocking Muscle Warmer, which is medium, 6 +2, +4 max dexterity, which she caps out. So yeah, she currently gets more from her +2 armor. Though, sacrificing 1 point of AC might be worth it to pick up that +3 to tripping. It would be a net +2 AC versus large or larger creatures. Baphomet the Imprisoned. Which does appear to be a new book. Great, okay, that puts us at 10. I'll add that to the pile. We'll have a reader episode sometime after we get back to Dresden. Room's clear. Let's push farther down. Trap.
Ask nicely.
Oh, and a Minotaur. Well, this is awkward.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
There we go. Now for the trap.
treasure. Pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, you're great. Thanks. Oh, and we've got another trap. I'm expecting more minotaurs here, too. This does seem like a tourist trap. Oh my. Multiple layered traps.
Who, me?
That's interesting.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. This is my kind of work. This is my kind of work.
Okay, I think we're good. Let's check down here. Some sort of altar. Hi there! The mortals will be an offering at the hooves of Lord Baphomet. Oh boy, so let's get our backliners away from this guy, pin him in with our frontliners. Whoop, okay, gotta be careful with that. Holy moly, 46 AC. Level 22. Okay. Bane? Immune to Bane, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, on the bright side, it's not landing any hits on us. Oh, there we go. Combined 106 damage spread over 2 targets.
Desna, guide my hand!
With intimidation. That does make things trickier. Oh, bye. That's unfortunate. And we're good. Hey, wait, where's my 10,000 XP? We got gypped.
I welcome your company.
Let's get a remove fear up. With a name like Eternal Guardian, I imagine we have not seen the last of that thing. So nothing we can do with this altar, just those weird plaques, those symbols, which don't match the symbols on the combination locks. So I'm not sure what to make of that yet. More Tor. Triple profit. Gotta drop these guys quick before they start firestorming us.
Make your peace.
Retreat is not an option.
That should hopefully discourage them from casting. That also works.
Kneel before me.
Folder button. Yeah, okay. Though I am hard-pressed to imagine how he would have actually used that, considering the 3 prophets were all stationary and literally guarding the spot where the button is. Hardly worth the effort. Trap. Double trap. Ooh, rest point. That'll come in handy.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Demon Blood and Cryptic Note. There is no body, no weight, no scent, no sound. 5 transparent fingers squeeze the tree. A group of 6 came before, grasping at its treasures. Only half of them left the place alive. Easy. 0563. Circle, pentagon, hexagon, triangle. We'll have to try that once we get back out to the main room. This trophy shield once belonged to an unknown paladin of Iomedae. It has several holes and is partially covered in rust, but it still radiates the holy aura of its previous owner, which effectively gives us 1 free rest. Armor of Fallen Paladins, the once gleaming symbols of good deities, has been defaced and befouled. Oh wait, is this... Portraits of crusaders who switched to the demon side. The paintings are lying in disarray, and many of them are damaged. Yes, this is their makeshift storage for all the stuff they pulled out of that other room, the Hall of Converts they used to have, before Xanthier, the Plagued One, ordered them to move it all out so they could make room for his menagerie. That is a fantastic detail. I love that they actually followed through with that. We've also got another altar, which probably means another Eternal Guardian, or the same one. So let's position ourselves tactically before we interact with this one.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Here we go. Oh, you jerk. I am here by the will of the great Baphomet. No blade, no magic will end my eternal vigil.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Here, I thought I was being all clever, too. And pretty much everyone's intimidated. Shaken, but not stirred. Immune to sickened, of course. Mass protect up. You guys are killing me. Nice, nice, nice. Oof, but only through sheer luck. We're nickel and diming him. I mean, we're making progress. Let's boost helpful. Okay, okay. And we're good, but once again, we have not defeated it. No XP. These cultists really love fairy tales. I think that's like the 4th copy we found. Trap.
This one's mine!
Where's the beef? Oh, now you're extra dead. Oh, you are extra dead.
Don't mind me.
Well, that was very, very polite of him, finishing himself off like that. This one's just taking a nap. That's kind of cute.
Can we rest, please? I'm tired.
Oh no, it's contagious. Sorry, Ember, we are not ready to rest just yet. We've still got a good fight or two in us. Oh wow, scratch that. Like half the party's fatigued. I guess we should go get some rest. bulldozer. See what you've done? The servants of Baphomet are truly insidious foes. Yeah, maybe not on the corpses. Though, on the bright side, this does give us a chance to reset our meal bonus. Yeah, let's go +1 attack. As we're seeing, we're starting to run into some stiffer resistance here.
I used to see you preaching in the square, Ember. Didn't your past teach you to be wary of crowds? Fanatics are dangerous whether they're taking up arms against you or hanging on your every word.
I didn't preach, I just talked. And I didn't see any fanatics there, just good people. Why would they want to hurt me?
Oh, we had wisdom damage? When did that happen? I guess we're fine now. Anyway. We are past time, and since we just rested, I'll have to reset some of our short-term buffs. Looks like we've still got a bit of Labyrinth to explore. We're just going to set ourselves up next to the bulldozer, but I think we have to call it here. That said, we will hit the pause button for now. I'll get our buffs taken care of off-screen, make sure we're ready to go. And we will pick up here next time, as we finish off the Labyrinth, then set our sights on that next area. Hopefully with a couple of nice new toys to help us take down Xanthir. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.
Didn't your past teach you to be wary of crowds?